All right, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Ask for a motion on the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion.
Go ahead.
We accept the agenda as posted.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
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 Our-
Passes unanimously. We do start out with Board of Ambulance. We have
Mr. Chair, make a motion that we enter into the Board of Ambulance.
a motion, all in favor say aye.
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 I just broke, this is the broken pen. I didn't bring me a
Couple
good
of-
pen up here. Thought I had it in my jacket and I didn't put it in today. Oh, you got the NACO pen, man. That's like carbon fiber.
And what we have is invoice for Board of Ambulance.
Mr. Chair, make a motion we approve the invoices for the Board of Ambulance as presented.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
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 Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we exit the Board of Ambulance.
Have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next, we have Commissioners' invoices, Commissioners' report, and credit application. I didn't see anything that drew my attention. I think that's 2 weeks in a row.
That's pretty awesome.
Street.
There's 2 of them in there. Salary rate approval form. Oh, we didn't do that, did we? Didn't do a motion on.
Mr. Chair, make a motion that we approve the invoices as presented.
We have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously. So there's, this rehire of Jamie down at the fair. And then we got quite a few part-time people. Do they go through the same interviews, and how do we do a rehire and
Yeah,
all
the
that stuff?
rehires don't have to if they've been like, what I've kind of been doing and put in the future policy is if it's been less than a year and it's going into the exact same position, then we don't need to do a competitive recruitment for it, for a temp, because it's not like they're getting benefits or anything.
And then there's a sticky note on this one, shouldn't the fair board sign?
That note was mine.
Okay, and
For this
she's
one?
our employee,
Okay. The last SAR approval form she had was signed by them.
okay,
So that was the only reason I put that note on there is for discussions.
and I thank you, and that's what she is our employee, I mean, that's, so, I don't think the fair board, they can have some input, but it's not their employee.
Kind of like,
Well, part of the reason I signed is I couldn't get hold of Sheldon,
yeah, no, you're good.
so
You're
we
good.
just wanted to get it going because
When you-
Josh or Keidron got a hold of us, said,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to get this
Yeah.
into Percy, so.
And this was gonna be good to get it going, but I didn't know if we wanted to have him sign it after. But I think we do the same thing with, the snowmobile guy, Bob Keller.
Okay.
So we'll just think of it that way.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, because like I said, the last one was signed by the fair board.
Okay,
So I wanted to set a standard,
Yeah.
and now it's set.
okay, and then, these others, there's so noxious weed. If the middle name is Dean, he has a few misdemeanor cases, which I don't really care. I mean, but I think we need to tag them if they're have something that you find out. I mean, I guess you did, but there's one in here that there's another one, various infractions and a nuisance misdemeanor. no criminal cases in Idaho, but this one has an invalid driver's license. There's no way that you can work for Mosquito and have an invalid driver's license. So I called Buddy this morning, and Buddy says, well, he drives for some group, and he says he has a driver's license. I says, well, we need to check that one out before we sign this one. There is no way we can put a guy in Mosquito that can't drive.
Yeah. Well, the other thing though too is what are the infractions? I mean, if they have the background, you're doing a background check, what's the background check? So what are you doing? If you have somebody who has but it's an HR kind of, it's an all general policy. If you have somebody who's mowing the lawn and they had a disturbing the peace ticket, does that really matter? I mean, the whole thing is, and so, I mean, I don't know if I would even annotate and put that forward because it's something that, how recent was this? Now if they had a disturbing the peace or whatever and they were on probation for something, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Because I don't like having it put on people's record, or on their, hey, they got drunk in college and had a good time and that was 20 years ago. We need to,
Usually we don't put that on there.
Yeah, normally when I do the background check, if something
It's just a
sticks
go
out,
or
I'll
no
let them
go.
know. I don't write anything
Yeah.
down. I didn't do these ones. so.
Okay.
But,
well, it might have come up with other stuff, but yeah, like, I think the only thing is maybe
Yeah, I
just,
agree.
I wanna hold
It shouldn't
this
be
one.
on there.
or just a
But
question
that's
of,
invalid.
on your background check, maybe on the form, it's just a,
if I do a background check and
You
I
can't
find
drive.
something that I think should be looked into, I go let whoever the hiring
Okay.
supervisor is know what I found. I don't
Only
write anything
drive
in the form, so.
Okay.
I don't know why it was written on there,
Somebody
but-
drop him off.
well, it might have just been in a no.
Mosquito, they go around
And so that's the,
and do the fog.
but yeah, I just was
But
thinking
I
about
look at,
that.
like, if there's infractions, I usually don't care, right? Like misdemeanors, I just take a peek and see what they are, how long ago they were. Like I said, there's something that concerns me,
Yeah.
then I'll let
I don't know,
people
he was
know.
gonna check.
But I don't ever annotate on there, so.
Yeah, okay. I don't think,
I don't know
we
if I
just,
annotated on there, but it wasn't me.
And I believe we only give copies of the front to employees,
Yeah.
so they don't see the back. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know if it's changed.
But both sides will go on the personnel file.
Oh, yeah, but personnel file is different.
but what I'm saying is just anything like that, I mean, if it's relevant to performance of their duties,
Yeah,
they've embezzled money before, probably not a good fit in the auditing office or in the treasurer's office.
exactly. And that's what we do. We look at how long ago, does it apply to the job? And if if it had to do with money and they're in a financial job,
Probably not a good
that'd be
idea.
different than if they're mowing lawns. For sure.
Well, it depends who they're around, what the infraction.
I know,
Yeah.
I know we
Yeah.
needed to.
Yep, and
At
that's
least something like
typically the way we look at it.
But like I say, this one, it just, we'll hold it, but
Yeah, and I don't know why it was written on there.
Is it on
That's
there?
not our typical practice.
Yeah, I was just trying to. fill
just
the gap.
various infractions and
Yeah, that's,
an invalid driver's license. And like I said, when I talked to Buddy says, well, when we talked to him and interviewed him, he said he had a driver's license and all he has to do is check to me and,
Let's see where that,
but actually, and on something like that one, I don't mind, like, to tell you the truth, that one being written on there because it's a direct application.
driver's license, yeah.
That's something that's relevant, and that's something like on there that, yeah, we just want to make sure that it's, partying infractions from high school and somebody's 50. Yeah, I don't know if that's really a.
So we're just holding the one out.
Yep.
yeah.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve the salary rates, approval forms, except for one identified with the driving infraction for further clarification.
Have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Then, on our list this morning, we have alcohol license. Oh, we said aye, okay. Too many thoughts in my head. Had to replay.
Glad you had the replay button. Mine wasn't working.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the alcohol licenses as presented.
Have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. All right, with that being said, we'll be at recess till 9:30 or 9.